Hello and welcome to this pick a card reading, which is all about what your spirit animal has to say to you at this time. So disclaimer on, this may not be the spirit animal that is, or one of your spirit animals that is with you always and throughout your life. This just may be a spirit animal that is coming in for you at this time. So if you pick an animal and then you're just like, that's not my spirit animal, it's because this is just one that's coming in with a message for you now. So there are 4 piles to choose from, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Timestamps are in the description box below, so you can skip ahead to your reading. Please remember this is a collective reading, so it's speaking to multiples. Not every single part may completely resonate with your life, with your situation. But if you would like to go way more in depth into you, I recommend a one-to-one reading, because that is obviously like about you, is aimed at you and completely tuned into your individual energy. This is collective. Right, I will leave it there. Pick your pile and I will see you there. Hello, pile 1. If you picked this card, this is your spirit animal and it is the otter. So bringing in a really beautiful, playful energy, and it really like speaks to that inner child within. So it's really coming in and wanting to like draw out that playful side of you, that innocence, that like joyful expression. The image coming through is very much focused around your solar plexus, which is that like individual self part of your chakra system. So it's really wanting you to like raise the vibration, raise the flame, raise the brightness of that internal sunshine, so that like you're really sparking, you're really joyful. Joyful is the word that keeps coming through. Joyful, joyful, joyful. So whether that's you've been in a bit of a slump and you haven't really been in that sort of playful, joyful, happy mode, and it's really wanting you to like focus in on that as a priority, or if it's just asking you to bring a bit more playfulness and joy to your life, you may already be like, I'm pretty happy, but it's just asking you to like lean into that inner child part with that like make believe, and where a child can like get so much joy out of a cardboard box and just like absolutely have this imagination and creation and build worlds around a cardboard box. Is asking you to lean into that. So potentially asking you to spark your creativity, that sense of worth, and that just sense of playful being in the world. Let's get another card for you. And then we have Pluto. So yeah, it definitely feels like this shift, this otter over here looking, and then even this skull's kind of looking back over here. It's asking you to step out of the shadows into the light. Pluto is like Scorpio ruled. It's death and transformation. It is impactful. It is intense. And it's kind of like this otter over here is in the light, the shadow around it. And it's just asking for a bit more of that, bringing the joy in. We are in Scorpio season still, depending on when you're watching this. This is timeless, but currently as I'm recording. And that can in and of itself be intense, especially in the Northern Hemisphere where it's actually dark. So this is like darker days. It's not dark all the time. God, that would be hell. But it's asking you to bring some lightheartedness, joy, and just playfulness. So however that looks for you, whatever works in that regard in your reality. Let's lean in with some tarot to just delve a bit more into this. 2 of Pentacles in the reverse, 6 of Pentacles in the reverse, a lack of balance coming through, the 3 of Wands, and we will make one more fit in reverse, 2 of Wands. Okay. So instantly here, there's a lack of balance with the 2 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. Both of them speak of balance and things not being completely aligned. And that, so like that encouragement instantly to bring yourself back into equilibrium, bring yourself back into harmony, balance the light with the dark. The dark is wonderful, it is great, and we need it. And we live on a dualistic planet, you can't avoid it. But you also, if like you're too heavy here and everything's really dark and intense, and if there's so much grief or whatever it is you may be going through with this process, you need to like balance it out for your sanity's sake over here with some playfulness and light. And that doesn't necessarily take away from the dark. It doesn't necessarily, like if you're in grief, it doesn't take the grief away or stop the grief, but it can assist, it can soften it, it can make it less intense. And that's kind of what's being called for here. And you're needing that like pure equilibrium, pure balance and harmony to be brought in, where you ensure that you are giving and receiving enough of like essentially kind of both in a way. Because with this coming up, it does feel like it is present in your reality, and not necessarily something you can just step completely out of, because we do have this like almost underworld card here with the Two of Wands. Just in, it's not the Two of Wands as a card as the underworld, the depiction on this one particularly is. Moving over here, we get to the Wands, because this is Earth. This is this like really needed you to find your footing. That balance will help you find your groundedness, your stability, that rooting that you need. And that's what the Otter will like really assist with. That playfulness will bring you back down to earth in a way where you can just kind of breathe a bit easier. And then we're moving on to Wands, which is that fire, that push, that drive. And the Three of Wands in the reverse talks about delays. It talks about these like obstacles in regards to being able to shift and move in a way that you potentially want. And there's delays because it's kind of taking you back to the drawing board here. The Two of Wands is about future planning. It is about that like wanting, like obviously in order, it would go 2, 3, that way, 2, 3. And you like make the plans, and then you come here in the upright, and then it is that like, where are you going? It's generally the waiting for the ships to come in, and where are you going to tell them to go? But here's going back to that dreamscape part, and this is where the light kind of needs to come in. It's almost being so lost in the shadows, so lost in the dark, so lost in whatever this grief, heartache, whatever this uncomfortable part is that's got you quite lost in the underworld. It's like bringing this light back. She's holding this globe, she's standing at a gateway, and so it feels like you're within it, but you're kind of needing to bring that joy back and that spark. And in this playfulness, this lightheartedness, in bringing that in, it will really help you with your future planning. It will really help you progress, and then like almost find your way out of the shadows, find or at least locate the path to assist you in getting out. Because right now there's such a like, without this in place, like it's almost like saying you're trying to hop, skip and jump past this bit with this bit, and that's why you're getting nowhere, because you're like, oh, I don't know where to tell the ships to go, I don't know where to tell the ships to go. Well, of course you don't, because you need the like planning, the future planning part here. But to be able to achieve this, you need to bring that bit of light back. So let's see what else wants to come through for you. We have the Empress in reverse, the King of Cups, power position, Sun, that's beautiful, and then the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, beautiful. So yeah, the Empress here leading, like confirming that like lack of balance, because she's not in her PowerPoint, and this is like Earth again. So it's that grounded rootedness that really, Major Arcana here saying it's really necessary and a big focus, because without that groundedness, you're blocking yourself, and you're depending on things that may potentially not be healthy for you, and need to lean in to something that actually works better for you and feeds you in a more nurturing way. The King of Cups here under that Six of Pentacles, and the King of Cups is beautiful power stance. This is emotional balance and security, and compassion and calm, and like asking you to offer yourself that, to feed that cup to yourself in this regard. This is part of this lack of balance, where what you need is more of this energy to help and assist you with this. You need to like, and this playfulness will assist you with this emotional balance. It will bring a sense of calm to your heart space. It will open you up in ways that like that compassion and forgiveness for self, and that love for self that is really needed. So let that King of Cups like feed you from his cup is very required at this time. And then under this Three of Wands, the Sun, which is a beautiful card full of positivity and warmth and vitality in its power stance, and that's beautiful. And with it coming under the Three of Wands, where this is like this lack of foresight, it's almost like it's coming in as a lovely omen, as in like you can really have this, but like I said, that hop skip jump that you're kind of trying to do to get to this, and then it's dragging you more down into the shadows, into the dark, into the misery, because it's not becoming attainable, because we need to go back to the drawing board and actually plan a bit better, bring a bit of this spark back in, so that you've got that oomph and vitality within. And then that Eight of Pentacles here, which is a card that's all about hard work and that dedication to something. So this is where the effort needs to go in. You need to go back to the drawing board with this new spark, this new sense of self, this more activated solar plexus, and that will really assist you to then like to aim towards this, to aim towards the sun, to actually come out of the shadows into the light, like really like fully, like in full expression. So just really, really lean into this playfulness, and we're going to pull some cards in regards to like how to assist you with that, like what is best for you at this time. We have the ocean, ebb and flow. And then we have tsunami upside down, and I'm going to keep it upside down. So we've got two big like bodies of water coming through. So one thing that would definitely be recommended to you is getting yourself to water. If you cannot get yourself to the sea, which is depicted here, which I very much recommend, that like cleansing nature of salt water, and if not, any body of water that is, you know, easily accessible for you. Like going towards those places, that water will really assist, especially where here the King of Cups is something you need to help balance you. Cups is water. So definitely implementing that. And if you don't have access to something, then even just your bath or your shower, and just really utilizing those moments of cleaning yourself, and like really like just asking the water to be with you, to cleanse you, to assist you, and just it's like working with water, really activating it, but salt water in particular. I definitely recommend. And then just in regards a bit more to the cards and their meanings with this ebb and flow, it is that like give and take of the Six of Pentacles that's not really working. There needs to be both. We can't just be doom, gloom, in the shadows, doing the hard work all the time. There has to be some respite. There has to be some break it up with this playfulness of the otter. And then with this like tsunami in the reverse, it's like a block on it. It just feels as if like you are going, there's like a delay on an inevitable like tsunami moment, a delay on what will, if you don't implement the playfulness, if you don't bring some spark of joy back into what you're doing in this process, what will end up happening is you end up with this massive whack of a tsunami, as it says, wake up call, hitting you, that like will be much tougher, much more impactful, much more devastating than if you just lean into otter energy now and know that like you can still do the work, and you should still do the work here, absolutely. But there has to be this like breaking of light within it. It can't be all dark, and it's like this isn't hitting yet, but you're steamrolling your way towards this if you don't implement this type of stuff that's coming through from the otter energy. Let's see what else wants to come through for you. So we have carnelian. So utilizing carnelian, if you can access it. And then we also have bird, so time in nature. Also this, so carnelian, you could also implement like color therapy wise, like using orange, any sort of candle magic as well coming through with this card. Carnelian is a beautiful crystal, and it really has that fiery like wands energy, which is here, which is kind of necessary for you to help you create, to help you build, to help you plan and implement those things. So yeah, utilize carnelian. It's a beautiful crystal if you don't already have it. And then with this bird's freedom, so like I said, time in nature where birds are, but also this is like spreading your wings and fly. So there is this like breaking free of where you're at, the rut you're in, the way you're doing things needs to shift and change, to help you expand, to offer you a level of freedom. And then we also have this otter which I haven't mentioned at any other point before. This is the water element. So that's going back to this needing of water. Just thought I'd mention that as I just registered that I hadn't spoken about it. And let's get you another card. We have cleanse with coltsfoot. So utilize that plant if you can. You can also just call in the energetics of it as well. You don't actually need to get it. But with that cleanse, that water purification, cleansing, the cleansing the way of being and bringing in this spark of joy. So water, very, very important for you. With cleanse coming through as well, it could also be a like where there is this lack of grounding, and that can talk of nurturing and nourishment as well. Potentially make sure you are eating properly and eating well and really nourishing yourself. And then just to finish and top it off and like, you know, double confirm or triple confirm or whatever we're at now with this energy, we have crazy lace agate and sunflower with play. More fun, jokes and laughter, please. So implement fun, implement play, implement those joyful aspects and whatever brings you joy. So whatever that may be to you, we are all different people. So dancing or colouring or going for a walk in nature or whatever it may be for you, like you may like listen to those three things and be like that doesn't sound fun to me. Then don't do that. Go bowling, go like whatever you want. Like what did you enjoy doing as a child? What will just make you feel lighter? What will bring you joy? That's what you need to implement at this time. Right, I will leave it there for you, pile one. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. I always really appreciate it and it does help. And if you would like a more personalised one-to-one reading, then please reach out. My details are in the description box below and I will see you in my next reading. Hello, pile two. If you picked this card, this is your spirit animal. We have the elephant for you. So the wise elephant and that like really grounded, rooted energy, like with its big old like paws. Do elephants have paws? Feet? Whatever elephants have, that are like on the earth. And then it's just like the wisdom that they hold, their sense of community, their sense of like love and compassion and softness and protectiveness, all of this energy coming through. And then this elephant, or at least within this deck, is the fire symbol. So it's this like spark that comes from that safety is kind of what's coming through for you, and how it like lights you up and guides you through this like wisdom that's coming, almost like third eye activation here on this elephant, and how it travels down and then it would like light up your solar plexus where the fire sits. Elephants always make me think of the fact that like that it's their memory, it's their connection to their tribe. They go back to visit areas where part of their like tribe, pack, whatever elephants travel in. They can like remember the day. They go back. They just hold this like compassion and connectivity and love to their own. And so this energy really, really coming through here with this like, it just feels like really like big mama bear energy kind of coming through, and this like innate crony wisdom from it, but how from that and from that connectivity it like sparks you up in the world. So let's just get some more cards and delve into this a bit. We have yang, so the fire energy coming through again. And yang energy, fire energy, is the masculine. So it is like, it's proactive, it's forward motion, it's that oomph, it's that energy and drive. So it really feels as if there's some like, it's like that soft feminine wisdom kind of coming through, but how from that it actually drives that fire and your push in the world to grow. Just noticing this tree, and then even there the moon here kind of sitting in the grounded rootedness of this, almost like if we twist that card the other way around, and how it then reaches up and like expands into the world, into a way of being, into like this proactive sense of doing something, how that is your spark to create, to do, to express. So let's lean into some tarot for you. We have the Queen of Pentacles, Page of Swords, the World, and then the King of Wands. So this is beautiful. We have, apart from the Knight, we've got all the court cards across different suits. But the Queen of Pentacles is really grounded and rooted and motherly and down to earth. It feels like that's that divine feminine wisdom coming through that's really grounded and rooted in you. And that is then, like, we're going across to the Page of Swords. It has a more youthful energy, but the Page of Swords is really curious. Like, it really, like, it wants to communicate, it wants to learn, and it's like there's this, like, it's kind of looking over here in regards to that Queen of Pentacles and like taking this knowledge in, this curiosity, this like learning from it, like feeding from it. And that's that like feminine wisdom, feeding from this feminine wisdom so that it can come across here. And we have the World and the King of Wands. So the World is a completion stage, it's an integration. So it's like integrating this energy, having that curiosity to really learn from the divine mother, from the divine feminine, and like from this like compassion and nurturing and stability, and that curiosity to learn from this and really integrate it into a way of being. So potentially even do a ritual here, integrate it into a way of being, because it will actually assist you with this fire, with this yang. The King of Wands here being this visionary, this natural born leader, fully like in his power, fully like got control of his fire, knows what to do with it. He is inspired and he inspires others. So it's really asking you to step into that masculine yang and that push forwards in the world to really like build and create and do whatever it is in that regard, but it's stemming from the feminine. So if you're someone that's in tune with this already, then like really utilize it and lean into that, because that is activating and assisting the yang. The yin is assisting the yang. And if you're not in tune with this, it's that ask of you to tune into this to assist with this. It's kind of like if you're just trying to push this, you're going to keep coming up against brick walls because you need to integrate the feminine into it. Like we always need them to be in union and in balance. So definitely work on that. Let's see what else wants to come through for you. Oh. Okay, we will go with these. High Priestess, Seven of Swords, the Devil, and then the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so the High Priestess is like completely and utterly, it's the divine feminine again, but that intuition. She has got all that sacred knowledge of the divine feminine and brings it through the subconscious and then brings it down for you. So that's that like third eye activation here. And with her sitting under that Queen of Pentacles, like working, them two working together, this absolute like epitome of the divine feminine with the really like the earthly way, and then this is the more watery way. So really, really utilizing that power and the wisdom coming through. So really, I would work with your third eye as well to assist you with this. I think it would be really helpful. And then here we have the Seven of Swords under this Page of Swords. Sorry, excuse me. The Seven of Swords is a card about stealth. It is a card here that feels like it's almost like it's like this person is obviously like, it's almost like she looks like she's stealing swords, but she's trying to do it stealthily. So these people that are having this campfire don't notice. And that's that stealth energy kind of coming through. So with your curiosity and with this like desire and thirst to learn and implement this, like implement almost like a plan with it, be like that element of like really using your skills to assist you with this. So like this can be really swords are very mental, they're of the mindscape, it speaks of our intellect. So I would really bring in logic in regards to that perception element. So like if you struggle to tune into these things, like I like to activate and work with like not necessarily even a schedule, but like know that to do this you maybe need to sit in meditation, that you need to do some third eye opening exercises, that you can use certain crystals to assist with opening your third eye to open this communication. So stealth in that regard coming through. And then under the world, we have the devil. And the devil is all about like unchaining ourselves from attachment. And this is this integration here. So there'll be something here in regards to this process that doesn't necessarily feel comfortable. And it may be that you don't feel comfortable with the feminine aspect of things and just want to push with the masculine, because we've actually got a female depicted devil here, which is uncommon. So it may feel like you don't have a comfort level with the divine feminine. You don't have, like, that is not the feminine is not that comfortable aspect of self, but it's through integrating and listening to it that it will really actually help your masculine. So if you're more comfortable in the masculine, that's absolutely, like, it's fine, that's wonderful, but it's literally just saying to you, this will help you, this will actually assist you. So build, like, integrate and build a level of comfort with such strong feminine energy, the feminine energy that you hold within you. And then with this King of Wands, we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse underneath it. And this is a card that can talk about like lacking in focus. And this is where, because this needs to be achieved, this will actually help bring you the focus. And because it's the lack of focus here, it's the pentacles, we're going back to this earth, we're going back to this feminine, this grounded rootedness that will really help you. And in like activating this and really bringing this forward in that way, like you will get to a position where that lack of focus, that lack of the lack of whatever is kind of preventing your proactivity, your creation, like will really come back online. So let's get you some more cards to delve into this pile too. We have dream time, creation. So the dream time is, ooh, dropped all those cards. The dream time is the winter, and the winter is definitely the feminine, is actually the earth. So really leaning into the feminine, also coming through here with the water. So the female, the divine feminine aspects of things is where your focus needs to be at this time. Leaning into that dreamscape, leaning into that third eye, those visualizations, leaning into those areas, this creation will really help you bring it forward into what it is you need to build, create here. To do that, be in stillness. Like definitely spend time doing meditations, guided journeys, things like that. You can get them all over the internet for free, but if you would like to do that one-on-one personally, please reach out. Let's get you some more cards to assist you. We have the oak tree, power, courage, and strength. And then we have mushroom, recycling, breaking down problems. So time in nature would potentially be very beneficial for you, and I recommend. This is like this, the oak tree like builds to this beautiful grand tree from this tiny little acorn. So remember that, like, this is like going back to like starting small, it's integrating this nature energy, it's integrating the divine feminine. So like you cannot push forwards and just like be an oak tree. You have to go through the process of growth. So this is all to do with your growing and expansion. And then with the mushrooms, recycling and breaking down problems, this is almost like that, whatever these chains are, this dealing with the feminine, that devil energy coming through. So it can be integrated, it can be recycled, it can be completed, so that you can move forward and really sit in your King of Wands energy. Then we have stimulate Guriana. I don't know if I'm saying that right. So stimulate the mind, stimulate this curiosity, stimulate the learning, stimulate the opening of the third eye. This is definitely what you need to do. You can obviously also use that plant. And then we have the violet flame, another one with amethyst here, is which opens the third eye, really activating for that. So I potentially would use amethyst. We've got transmuting, breaking addictions, and nervous system. So for one, that passion flower helps calm the nervous system. So you could utilize that through this process to really assist you and really assist you in like relaxing in to meditation and creation. But with this, we've got, with that devil that's come through, with this, the breaking down of problems and this transmuting and breaking addictions, there does seem like there's something here that ties, bonds, something that needs to be broken and transmuted to really assist you in regards to stepping into your power. Right, I will leave it there for you, pile 2. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, do all of those things. I truly appreciate it. And if you would like a one-to-one reading or would like a mentorship session where we can do a guided journey or anything like that, please reach out. My details are in the description box below, and I will see you in my next reading. Hello, pile 3. you have the horse animal coming through for you. So we've got this earthly energy of the horse and this like wild horses energy, that free spirit coming through, and that like desire to run and be free, and be free and be wild. That's the sort of energy coming through here. And we've got this like moon at this third eye, so this like almost like I'm bringing in regards to this wildness. It's coming through in a really sacred, intuitive way, a really activated way that is connected to spirit, that is connected to your higher self, whatever it is that you however you want to phrase it. But it's like bringing that sacred knowledge down and that intuition and really like bringing it into reality, bringing it into your body, bringing it into the way you move, and just letting yourself be freer. Like take the restrictions out, take the boundaries out, be a bit more playful, be a bit more wild. You don't need to keep yourself in a box, you don't need to keep your truth in a box or anything like that. And then we have house 1 for you, and this is all about your individuality. This is you. House 1 in astrology is you. It sums you up as a person. It is like, obviously all the houses contribute, but this is your individual yourself and how you are in the world. So it's kind of like this birthing here of this birdie out of this egg. Very much feels as if like this is a rebirth aspect, and really tuning into the truth of yourself, the truth of your soul, really wanting to break free, be wild, and get yourself out of whatever boxes you have put yourself in or you have been put in, so that you can truly be yourself. So we have the 9 of Wands for you. Ooh, the 2 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and the 4 of Wands. Okay, so the 9 of Wands is a card about grit and perseverance and pushing through and just having that like fire energy and that desire and drive to just keep on going and to actually like have the courage and the faith and resilience in yourself to push through. And it's like, look at her breaking through a boundary. So like it really does feel like this, like getting yourself out of a box that you, like I said, have either been put in or put yourself in, or both. And then it's activating this almost like childlike sense of wonder with this youthful figure here that's really balanced and in harmony, because the 2 of Pentacles, that's what this is like indicating. It's bringing that down to earth in a way that is very rooted for you, but really like tuning into the truth of your soul. And that's why that child image is kind of coming through, because our child is much more organically our soul's truth. It's the conditioning and how we are programmed as we grow that shifts that. So really leaning into that for you. And then this Queen of Cups, because this is actually what it's like this is more like was stepping you towards, is more in that like adult form, because I do assume you're an adult watching this. Is that Queen of Cups energy, someone that is emotionally stable and secure and compassionate and deeply, deeply, deeply intuitive. And it's that like that sense of calm that comes from letting your wild self go free. And then here we have the 4 of Wands, which is beautiful because it's a gateway and a doorway towards harmony and community. It's celebration, it's home, it's party time, it's marriage, it's union. It's just a glorious omen that's just like, it's bringing that harmony and like bringing you home to self in a way that you can celebrate, that will be celebrated, because it is the truth of your soul. So it may bring you to other people that really celebrate the truth of your soul when you break out of this box, or you may just find that the people around you actually celebrate your truth as they should. If they don't, they get left on the other side of that boundary, and that's something that is okay, because you will be more in alignment with who you are, your truth, much more courageous in that way. And then we have the Page of Swords here. And the Page of Swords talks about curiosity. So really bring in curiosity to this process. Like be curious about it, because with the 2 of Swords here, the 2 of Swords is like a stalemate. It's because it's choices. So there's 2 almost like blocks here. We've got the Ace of Swords in the reverse, which is a card about this like confusion and lack of clarity. So to assist you with this, to bring you to this Page of Pentacles energy, because we've got pages like bracketing this confusion, this like like unsure, what choice do I make? This is what you need, is that grit and perseverance to break through, but you need the curiosity. You need that curiosity to change, the curiosity to be wild, so that you don't get stuck, so that you don't stay in a state of confusion, and especially with that like sacred knowledge coming through the third eye. So really clear the way, make sure you have a clear channel. And then like through this, through that curiosity to learn, we end up with the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is one that comes through with like this beautiful opportunity and manifesting like energy. And it's really like grounded and rooted in this like level of like you being able to rest in this. Then you'll get to like, you will bring in a sense of self and home and union and harmony that will bring you such peace at your heart. There's such calm here within these images. Right, let's get you some more cards. Pile 2. The calm comes from being wild, your true authentic self. We have the fog and veiled, and then we have mountain and strength. So this is that like curiosity, this clearing the way, that bringing that clarity through your mind, through your third eye, and down into your way of being, and like so that you can really be your true authentic self. And then with the mountain strength, it's this grit, it's this perseverance, it's that strength and the determination to push forwards and just really bring through really grounded earth stability will really, really help you. Let's get you some more cards. Pile 3. We have, that's the wrong, we will put that in the middle. It's the wrong deck though. Okay, so we have autumn, bounty and balance, and then we have butterfly, transformation, beauty and transience. So with autumn coming through, we are obviously in autumn, but depending when you're watching this, this is timeless, but we're currently filming it in autumn. So we do have that like that bounty of the autumn, of everything, you know, the last harvest and stuff like that that comes in. And it's really asking you in that regard to lean into the bounty of what you have, for that balance, for that security, for that stability. Lean on your strengths here, that mountain. Lean on your strengths to assist you in really bringing forward the truth of your soul, because it's like that caterpillar into like going into the thing they go into before they become a butterfly. Sorry, words have gone, because this is really asking you to break free, to transform into a whole new way of being, from caterpillar into butterfly, because the butterfly is the truth of your soul. This bird here breaking free of that egg, this flying, this breaking free, this wild spirit that wants to come through you. So here with the 𝐂𝐧𝐞, cleanse the way of anything that does not serve you, that, and definitely cleanse in regards to being able to listen to your intuition, like open your third eye, cleanse the third eye, be able to have that through channel of clarity will really, really, really be like assist you and be beneficial to you to bring through the wild truth of your soul, so that you can really run free and be you. And then we have citrine and dandelion. Dandelion being another thing that can really help with cleansing your system. So it could be an actual good system cleanse is really beneficial for you. And we have the citrine, which is a manifester, which is this like Page of Pentacles energy, which is beautiful. Make a wish. So this is all bringing you forward into a sense of being able to create abundantly, to be able to manifest exactly what it is that you want and desire. But you have to be truthful with yourself and get that clarity of the wild authenticity of self and bring it through and like live it, to like really, really like make like to step into the power of you. Right, I will leave it there for you. Pile 3, please comment, like, share, subscribe, to all of those things. It really helps and I truly appreciate it. And if you would like a one-to-one reading that's way more in depth for you, then my details are in the description box below, and I will see you in my next reading. Hello, pile 4. If you pick this card, then you have the owl spirit coming through for you. The wise old owl, crony energy, such deep wisdom. It is the air element, and this speaks of that, like, of our perception, of our awareness, of the way in which we intellectualize our ideas and how we communicate. And the owl obviously communicates, just looking at me with its eyes, it communicates without speaking. So there is definitely this like telepathic, intuitive, that deep wisdom, that deep knowing. There's a lot of like the clairs kind of coming through, the clairvoyance, the clairsentient, that other worldly, out of the 5 senses kind of coming through for you, this deep deep wisdom that you just know, and that just lands with you because it comes from like the beyond, because it comes from spirit. So it's like really leaning into that. This is the messages I wanted to come through to you at this time, is to lean into what is not of this world, because like that is where your messages will come through, but that is almost like where your skill set lies. So it's either an advancement of that if you're someone that already is like aware of your psychic skills, or if you're not, then lean in and practice. And then we have the earth. So earth being that really obviously grounded, rooted energy. And this is like bringing this down, bringing this air down to earth, bringing this wisdom, this intuitive knowing, bringing all of that psychic development, all of this stuff, bringing spirit down through you into your body, really embodying it, really making it very physical, as in like just really living it, and having also the persistence and the persistence and patience in regards to this learning process if it's not something that you feel comfortable with or it's very new to you. So like really like just being dedicated to the craft in that way, dedicated to the learning, dedicated to the wisdom that wants to come through you. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Okay, so start there with the Six of Cups. Cups is the water element, and we have it here twice. We have the Two of Cups there as well. And the Six of Cups in the reverse talks about this like being stuck in old ways of being stuck in the past. And because of that, it's giving you these either like unrealistic expectations, or this like just inability to believe and trust in that intuition. So you really need to get out of old ways of thinking and into new ways of thinking. The old ways of thinking are also shown here with this King of Swords in the reverse, because he's not in his power stance where he is clear thinking. So that's very important in regards to clearing the mind, clearing the fog, clearing the gumph, clearing whatever is in there, clearing old programming, so that this deep wisdom can really come through you. The Seven of Wands in the reverse here talks about being overwhelmed and giving up. So it may be that you've tried to lean into your psychic abilities, or you've tried to lean into your intuition, you've tried to listen more to those messages coming through, and you're just not getting it and you're giving up. But this is like, but don't. Like, this is old programming that is needing shifting and bringing, like, you need to like clear that out. The Two of Cups there is a card about unification. It is a card about harmony and the perfect, like almost like relationships coming into form. And it feels as if this is the perfect relationship coming into form, your relationship with your intuition, your relationship with the divine, and those messages and that wise old owl energy coming through. But just don't give up. Like, work through the old programming, get yourself the clarity of mind that is needed. So because it's here, this perfect partnership with it is indicated. So really work towards this, that patience and persistence coming through. Eight of Wands. Ooh, we'll keep both. One more. Okay. So you've got these two, you've got 8 and 9 of Wands bracketing this, and then even like just surrounding it, this little triangle here. And the 8 of Wands in the reverse talks about those delays and frustrations, and then you've got this on edginess and hesitancy of the 9 of Wands in reverse. So you've really got to shift out of that, like that fire that's kind of like it's not working in your favor, that all the fire here is in reverse. So it's like you maybe have the passion and the want, but it's not driving you right at the moment. And because of that, like, it's such strong burning desire to have this potentially, you're kind of skipping over the bits where the clarity and the clear mindedness and the unprogramming needs to come through to really bring it into your body. Because we have then here the Three of Cups, and the Three of Cups is a card that talks about like collaboration and coming together. So it may be that you actually need more assistance with this, like bringing in other people that you know that have already developed these skills and could assist you, whether that's friends or mentors or something like that. but look at them like all surrounding this like a bucket of water. Water is very much that intuitive element coming through. So it's really asking you to lean into your intuition and bringing that like clarity and peace of mind for that divine wisdom to come through. There's this lack of balance underneath the Two of Cups, which talks about balance. And this is because this is the bit that you need to get into flow. You need to deal with the imbalance and realign yourself. So first point of call, rebalance, like deal with anything that keeps you stuck in old programming, like, and that is bringing you into that imbalance. That is like first point of call. And stop. You don't need to push forwards with this, right? Like this is dealing with these blocks. The fire will come naturally in dealing with the water first, and then also the air. So that clearing the mind space, clearing the intuitive lines for the messages to really come forward and really ground it into your body. And once you've done that, that will be the prime time, then more you can push forwards in a more fiery way. Fire is not necessary right now for you. Oh, dropped a load of cards on the floor. Let's get some more cards for you with what may help with this process. We have eagle and communication. So another beautiful big bird coming through, communion, even it says not communication, but we are talking about communication coming through, and that is communion. With this card is communion with spirit. And that's, so this really is the name of the game. So we've got owl and eagle. You can call on both of those beautiful birds to really assist you with this process and really assist in how you can communicate in those liminal spaces, how you can communicate beyond the veil. And it will become effortless, but we have to let the water flow. So deal with the imbalance, deal with the stagnant water, and like let your intuitive lines, they need to be cleansed, they need to flow, and then this will become effortless, and it will be able to bring it down into your body. So trust in this process. It's there for you. If you've been trying and you've been feel like giving up or have given up, definitely don't give up. And if you're at the start of your journey, then just when you hit those brick walls, don't give up. It will become effortless in time. It just will take effort. We have mint here, abundance, persistence. Persistence, that's the word that is obviously really, really like standing out to me, because we have it twice, persistence and persistence here. So keep going, and then you will have this abundance, you will have this effortless like through line connection. Spirit will just be able to talk through you and connect to you. You have to cleanse the way, you have to cleanse the waterways, you have to cleanse that through line. So if you need assistance with that, please reach out. We can definitely do that in sessions. We have clarity with bilberry, so you can utilize bilberry, will really help you. But it's for, as it says, that clarity. We need that clarity of mind. We need this through, like we need, so your crown, your third eye, and your throat chakra, your three highest chakras especially, ensure that they are energetically clear. Ensure that that runway works so it can land at your heart properly, and then you can bring it down into your lower chakras. Let's get you one last card, pile 3. We have Hurricane Diamond and Snowdrop, resurrection, commitment, purification, and devotion. The commitment being the persistence, the purification being here, the purification, the cleansing, devotion to this, so that you can really get this like clarity. And I would also potentially use Hurricane Diamond at your third eye. If you can access that, that would be beautiful. Wrong time of year for snowdrops. It's a before spring thing. I don't know if you can get them all year round, but I know as in if they don't grow outside, I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong, I may be very wrong. Anyway, side ramble. This is beautiful, guys. Like if you need assistance with your psychic development, please reach out. I would love to help. And if you would like to one-to-one reading as well, my details are in the description box below. Comment, like, share, subscribe, do all of those things. It really helps. And I'll see you in my next reading.